Welcome back, Commanders, to another exciting episode of the Mechabellum Show. I'm your host, Lana Loricaper, and today we have a jam-packed episode for you all. We'll be diving into the latest Mechabellum update, Patch 0.702, which introduces some game-changing features. But before we jump into the patch notes, I'd like to give a big shout out to all our listeners. Your passion for the game fuels our excitement even more. So let's not waste any time, shall we, Nat? Let's talk about the preface to patch 0.702. The Mechabellum team is thrilled to roll out this update, and they've added two new strategic elements, the missile interceptor and core building fortification. And they're not kidding when they say it might lead to some unexpected tactics and short-term imbalances. But don't worry, fellow commanders, the Mechabellum team has your back. They are committed to making swift balance adjustments based on real battle data from players. It's a team effort, and they believe in the brilliance of the player community. Nat, let's break down the new features. First up, the new map type, Compact Map. This true map promises some intense battles, and I'm eager to see how it plays out. What are your thoughts, folks? Clevam Weatherly suggests using the fortified core buildings to tank in early rounds. Boobyluber thinks it might be a buff to Stormclayers. Adelmoto 198 predicts that the backwall elite marksman arc sniper combo could become the new meted. This is exciting stuff, and I can't wait to see how the meta evolves on this new map. Absolutely, with every update, Mechabellum opens up new avenues for strategic gameplay, and this compact map will undoubtedly bring forth some amazing plays and strategies. Next, let's delve into the core building fortification. Nat, this is a game changer. Commanders, you can fortify each core building individually, increasing their HAP up to a whopping 200,000 through 5 upgrades. It's like building your very own fortress. The possibilities are endless. Masked Women cheekily suggests spotting a couple of guns on those core buildings for some extra firepower. Now that's an interesting concept. Imagine having your core buildings not just as fortresses, but also as artillery units. Though the mayhem that could ensue, that would be quite the sight. But hey, who knows what the Mechabellum team has in store for us in future updates? The game's always evolving, and I'm excited to see what they bring next. Nat, let's talk about the missile interceptor. This game mechanicalizes players to place devices on the battlefield to intercept enemy missiles, except for battlefield powers. What are your thoughts on this new tactical addition? Kubrick highlights how it's similar to the Mustin's missile interception tech. Holmes Mirren believes it could be a counter to armies that rely heavily on missiles. This could lead to some interesting counterpart and tactical decisions during battles. Absolutely, it's all about countering your opponent's strategies and acting on the fly. The missile interceptor is a potent tool in the right hands. Nat, let's address some Reddit concerns about the update. Oxim Panda is bummed about the removal of the economy from selling discounted units. On the other hand, Poet Break and suggests that more eco cards could balance things out in the long run. Personally, I can see both sides of the argument. The economy from selling units added a unique dynamic to the game, but I'm sure the Mechabellum team has its reasons for making the change. It's always a delicate balancing act in strategy games, and sometimes adjustments are necessary for the overall health of the gameplay. And for those wondering, the credit store is likely going to be a microtransaction store for cosmetics. I know many players enjoy customizing their armies, and this addition should make the game even more engaging. Lastly, the Mechabellum team has been hard at work, and they've made several bug fixes in patch 0.702. As gamers, we know how important it is to iron out those pesky issues and create the best experience possible. So thank you to the devs for all their dedication and effort. Commanders, it's an amazing time to be a part of the Mechabellum community. The game keeps getting better with each update, and I'm thrilled to witness its evolution. And remember, this is just the beginning. A Mechabellum team has even more in store for us, like the credit store and the early release of the compact to Mac. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep those awesome strategies coming. That's it for today's episode of the Mechabellum Show. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into patch 0.7 and the exciting discussions from the Reddit community. And remember, as the Mechabellum team always says, strategize, adapt, conquer. Until next time, commanders, keep battling, keep winning, and most importantly, keep having fun. Goodbye.